would be Limitless going up against Furia, who won Gamers8 in last year. This would be huge for them, but it is going to be as difficult a challenge as you could imagine. Furia and Limitless about to kick off.
Not the first time we've seen Snowy and Darth here at Gamers8. They came on with Orlando Pirates XD, and they were able to take a game off of Owl Esports. It's a bigger ask here against Furia, but not out of the question as we jump into the 3v3 in game one.
As mentioned by the desk, there is that MVP to die for, who was the Sub-Saharan Africa MVP. We'll see what he can do on the pitch.
And to die for is certainly a great player to lock in on for Limitless, especially in the team modes. He's performed quite well, maybe despite how the team has performed individually. To die for has been great through the 2 World Championships that we've seen him. As Lost and Furia looking to break through first. Card.
Good bump.
Great bump there as Limitless just trying to play this one to the corner. Keep it safe. Stay clean defensively here as Furia try and work their way through this one. Off the backboard, Darth, tough touch. This one towards net off the post. Snowy has to make the save, he does. As Limitless looking for a way out.
Snowy's had some good defensive plays. I think what Snowy did, where you have a player going up in the air, as long as you pull off the bump, you don't really need to get the challenge on the ball, as long as you can at least get that bump. If Snowy and Limitless can keep doing that, it might be what's needed to shut down that Furia aerial gameplay.
And you're going to see a lot of possession come out from Furia. It's going to be on Limitless to really adapt to the speed of play. Furia, I mean, they're fast for anyone, not just Limitless. They're a very quick team. That's a good demo, but what a touch to put that one on. And another one from Yan. The back post was there for Card, but he couldn't connect.
Card flew right by that ball. The net was open. Snowy is going to go for a 50. Good win from Yan. Yan might be able to do something here. Pass out to the middle. The drop in from Card. Card gets another look, and he makes it pay off, really.
Yeah, great challenge there from Yan. That's really what sets him up. He wins the space behind. Darth's trying to catch up to the play. To die for can't get there in time on the goal line. Furia are finally able to break through after all that possession.
Card thought he might have been able to score earlier that time, did not let the opportunity slip away. More possession coming out. Yan gets a rebound opportunity to Card, but that one hit off to the side. To die for doesn't have any boost. Gets it up in the middle to Darth. Darth will test the net, but not much power on the shot, and Yan will catch it into a flick.
Great possession there from Yan. This one still fluttering on the Furia side. Darth, can he put this one across? Snowy commits. Yan with an easy clear is to die for. He's in a tough spot. He's got lost in Yan. Yan.
Oh, this is hopeless.
Shot. It's off the crossbar, and then he cleared it away. Snowy trying to catch up to him. He was running out of boost. Here comes to die for as the counter breaks up from Limitless.
I had lost hope in that situation. It was a 2v1, and somehow the ball pinballs off of Furia and goes in.
Smiles from Yan on that one, and you just can't give Yan the space. Darth doesn't get the read, and Card actually plays it. Well, Yan plays it into Card, who plays it back into Yan, who puts it on target.
And I don't know how calculated that was, but it worked brilliantly.
It looked great.
Maybe add that one into the playbook.
Yeah.
Snowy, denied by Yan, on the wall. Darth takes over, leaves it for to die for. I like that creativity, but that is an all-out attempt that might come back to haunt him. Fortunately for Limitless, they get back in time. But that was an ambitious attack, and I think that is what it's going to take from Limitless if they hope to get back into this one. But Yan is just going to drop another goal in for Furia.
I think you're right, James. You have to take the risks offensively. That's just a tough touch coming out from to die for. He really just passed it to Yan, who puts it home, and Yan having a great game here so far, involved all the way through. Just over 2 minutes left in Furia, looking like defending champions so far. Even with the different roster, they brought on Lost this year in RLCS, and maybe despite some disappointing results, not being able to get there to Worlds, they're coming out hot here in Gamers8. That's a great save from Darth. Now to die for, trying to go on the counter, and that's another opportunity, James, where Limitless makes a great save. They just got to get down the field.
They've had some good stops, but they've not been able to have boost and possession at the same time, it feels. See a low boost back pass. That one shut down to die for. Can't keep the ball. Snowy still on 0. Needs help. Ball high above the net. And Yan is far back. Snowy, though, gave the ball away. Good bump from to die for, but you see Furia just being that step quicker.
Oh my.
Now this is off the ceiling. Yan up in the air. Yan going for the double tap. It's a pass, and that's cleared out by Darth.
And you saw Lost was pre-jumping the clears from Limitless before Limitless even knew they were going to clear. So Die 4 gets bumped back. Card, second touch inbound, flip reset towards the net, and Limitless getting situated defensively, turning away Furia in a more confident manner. Those clears downfield, you got to find that power. And then you got to find each other. Here comes Yan. He's going to put it on target
save.
to Die 4 again. Great read from Limitless to turn away Furia, but you got to get down the field.
And it feels like every time we've been on Snowy's POV, he's been on 0 boost, picks up a small pad there, but quickly uses it. That is going to be vulnerable. The shot is wide. Lost, not able to wrangle it. But we're approaching the final 30 seconds of the game. Limitless still held to 0.
Oh, Yan still on this one. Snowy couldn't handle it. Didn't get a touch. It came off his crossbar in the end. Demo's coming out. Here's some space, though, for Darth. It's a tough bounce. As Yan is going off the ceiling. And Furia certainly have the read on Limitless right now as far as clears go, as it's been tough for Limitless to just find possession. You said possession and boost, and that really is what's been hindering the counter from Limitless.
It is an equation, you know, how much of a successful attack you'll have. Well, there we see one. Snowy at the buzzer will put one in to prevent that clean sweep in the game, or that shutout rather. But you know, for Furia, they're going to be happy with that performance. They had so much possession, so many looks on net, forced Limitless on defense pretty much that entire game.
And, you know, Limitless is guaranteed at least one more 3v3, and so there's a lot to talk about there. You really do have to slow the game down. I think Furia were just able to run up and down the field with really no cause against them. So I think Limitless, they've got to think about that. But first they have to choose where they're going to go next. They have to pick between 1v1 and 2v2. And I'm not exactly sure what they want to pick. I know Snowy, Johnny Boy talked about it in the 1v1 possibly for Limitless. But you want to go up against Yan, and what are your chances? It's kind of the same predicament that Pioneers had when they went up against FaZe. I mean, you're facing first killer regardless.
It makes that old saying, pick your poison, really ring true. What do you do here? Pick your poison. Do you want the 1v1 against Yan, who helped propel Furia to a victory, or do you try to make 2v2 work, where surely Yan will be on the field there as well? Probably Yan and Card, you'd imagine.
Certainly Yan in the equation, but yes, we'll have to see. I mean, lost to 2v2, not a bad pick either for Furia, as there's a lot of discussion going on with Limitless. That makes me believe it might be a 2v2, or at least they were discussing, okay, you want to, he's still turn, you want to go? You want to go 2v2?
Who wants to play Yan? Any volunteers?
Hey, no, confidence is important. You know, like we talked about with FaZe, the expectation is on Furia. Limitless can make some waves here, and they have to choose carefully. I think I'd go with the 2v2 if I'm Limitless, personally, but it's a tough decision either way.
Yeah, what is a more likely game mode to upset? I would have to agree with you. I feel like ones truly is, it's tough to upset in ones. It really is tough to upset, but in twos, sometimes you can cheese it, sometimes you can go for demos, get a few lucky bounces.
For the record, my heart wants the 1v1.
Yeah, I would love to see it too.
Because I just love 1v1.
I would love to see it as well, but it's up to Limitless. We'll see what they pick. They're either going to pick twos or they're going to pick ones.
There's still a lot of discussion. I'm just looking at the player cams here. There's still a lot of discussion going on with Limitless. So it's either, you know, game planning into whatever they're playing, or they're trying to figure out, what is it?
Let Noxus play. Maybe. We saw Chrome do it.
Oh, no. You got to put it Snowy to die for.
So you were right. It is lost. Instead of Card in this 2v2, Limitless picking twos, seeing what they can do. Snowy and to die for out there on the field.
And this is a scary tandem in Furia because they're just so aggressive. And that was really the bane of Furia early on when they picked up Lost. They were too aggressive. Him and Yan just didn't work together. They spent a lot of time working on their twos together, finding that synergy, and it's paying off here for the first goal.
And you can see all smiles from Yan. Yan flicking by one, faking by the other.
Look at Card.
2v1. Yeah, I mean, 2v1 from Yan. To be honest, Lost played as much as Card did on that play.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's a great start there for Furia. And if you're Limitless, you have to stop the bleeding early. You can't allow Furia to build the lead and just sit on it. But it starts in your corners here for Limitless. Even in the 3v3, you've got to bring the ball down, force Furia into you. has lost. You know, he did just that. The flip reset. That one's on target, but too slow. As to die for. We'll wrangle it out. Snowy there to help, and looking for possession here from Limitless. So unfortunately, it comes right back out to Yan. That was a touch that gets by 1, and gonna get around 2. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen, and Limitless just booms the ball downfield.
Yeah, instead of possessing that ball, Snowy opted to test the backboard. We'll see if that is a winning strategy. Furia generally quite good with their first touches and their control play. To die for. Keeps the ball close. That is what Limitless needs, the possession, but Yan jumps up quick and actually catches them out.
And it's a shame because To Die For played that great, but Yan just read it. He just went. I mean, he did not stop at all, and I don't think To Die For was even expecting it. I thought he was going to get a little respect.
Yeah, I mean, he got that undercarriage touch, kept the ball close, and was thinking, okay, now they're respecting my space. But Yan said no. He just jumped on him right away. To Die For lulled asleep there, thinking that he had the possession.
A couple of kickoffs now, actually both kickoffs that we've seen. There's been a fake from Limitless. They've been trying to kind of push it to a side. It hasn't worked out perfectly quite yet, but here's an opportunity To Die For. Trying to find some space on the sidewall. Has no boost. And Snowy, of course, is not going to go for that. Here comes Yan. Scary. Going to the backboard. 16 boost. Dropping it down off the crossbar. And a 3-0 lead for Furia.
And look at this first touch right here. Boom. Turns down so he can get the right angle on it to pop it up. And that is a level of control that it just separates Furia from Limitless. You saw how crazy good that first touch was from Yan, and he made it look so easy.
And again, another kickoff and a demo. Loss gonna lock this one, or walk this one in.
Yan was trying to steal it too. You could see Yan smiling on the cam. Gets the demo, net's wide open.
It's the kickoff that got Furia the possession there, and Limitless kind of scrambling to get back. So good work there from Furia. They're really throwing Limitless off on these kickoffs. We'll see if they do it again. Yep, that's the 3rd time in a row now from Furia. And it's giving them possession. You get Yan full boost to set up Loss. He's gonna get another touch here. He's just trying to force it through, and you can see Limitless just trying to keep up with it. It's so tough with Loss behind the ball like that, and Loss will take it away right back into the hands of Yan.
Oh, this is dangerous. This will be an opportunity to play in the air for Loss. Flip reset early. Trying to get the double, going for a bump in the air. Snowy will hit it out to the corner. And now, chance for possession. Snowy has it tipped off his hood. Snowy trying to get possession of the ball. But Yan has made that very difficult for Limitless.
And Furia just refused to cough up the ball for free. Here comes a flip reset. Delays. Another touch. Oh, it's beautiful, but the save might be even better. As Limitless stretch out on the line, make the save. They got to go up again. Snowy, tough backboard read with low boost here. Trying to find a way out. To Die For him, communicating about who's going to take it. And an opportunity, if that one was held on to, it does come out to Die For. As Yan struggling to hold on to it, but he does get another touch. Even though it looked like he messed up, he's able to get back to it. And now they're on the attack.
That just goes to show you how good Yan is. Snowy diving in thinking that Yan had lost control, but Yan had that extra touch. But finally, we see Limitless break through. To Die For pushing that ball down and able to get a nice pass off the back wall.
And we've said this line a lot, James, is when you have the setup, especially when you're the underdog and you don't have the expectation, you have to execute when the opportunity is there. And that was perfect. A little hard touch to the back wall. Instant follow-up from Limitless. They didn't hesitate. They knew they had Furia caught out. And a well-earned goal. As here comes Yan, another touch towards the net. It's by Snowy, and Yan puts away his 4th.
Yan is so good. The pass from Loss was good, but look at how he just tilts his card. Doesn't even need to jump to set up that ball off the backboard. Just a slight adjustment to get the perfect touch. We even saw Yan do that slight adjustment on the sidewall to be able to take that ball airborne. The first touch is everything, and Yan is an expert at it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They passed in midair.
This is starting to look like a freestyle montage off the ceiling, pre-jump. What do you even say about that, Corelli?
It's insult to injury. They're up 5-1 at that point, now 6-1. And just again, you talk about having full control of the pitch. Furia executing that one at the highest level possible. That is so hard to do. It's an all-in play in 2v2 especially. And it's perfectly executed by Furia.
They do have the padding in the scoreline to go for plays like that. Under a minute left to die for. Slow down. Snowy with an open net opportunity. I think we're not respecting Limitless on this play and just putting that ball out in the middle. That is the most dangerous place to put the ball.
That was a poor touch from Yan, very poor, to just cough that one up straight to Snowy. They have the score to play with, but you don't want to give freebies. 56 seconds left on the clock, and you know Limitless is going to play till the clock hits 0. They have something to prove here, and that's a great touch pass 1. Unfortunately, Yan so quick to get back to die for. Trying to go through Yan, not going to happen. Snowy moving up his line. Limitless trying to press to die for. Got to slot it, and it goes through. Yan went too high.
Yan trying to read this ball. To die for, reading the play beautifully, sees that Yan had already jumped, goes low, and it was just low enough to sneak underneath that car. And Furia now have given up a few goals. Limitless marching back late.
Yeah, only what, 16, was it 56? It was 16 seconds off the clock, and now some space to die for. Wants to pick it up, but it was a little too heavy. Now this one, it's gonna go wide. Snowy trying to keep this one interesting. Down by 3, less than 30 to go. They've got to press. This has to be perfect. Snowy looking for the bump to die for, tried to flip it as he landed on the ground, and a great look there for Limitless, but the defense holds strong.
And Limitless has played the final portion of this game so well.
Yep.
I might see another goal here, though, from Yan. Yan, the ceiling pinch, rebound to Lost. Lost will bounce it in. But this is the threat that Yan poses. Look at that ceiling pinch, almost scores off the backboard.
Yeah, it's incredible individual skill from Yan. And you're seeing why Furia won this last year. I mean, the ability on the ball in all the game modes from Yan is one of the highest threats in Rocket League. And you're seeing right there why, as Furia gonna take game 2 in commanding fashion at the end of the day. 7-3. Limitless, James, you mentioned it, felt like if they had just played the last minute of that game, or sorry, the first 4 minutes like the last minute, this game could have been at least a little bit closer, if not different.
Yeah, they started to get a little more bold near the end. Also, Furia made a couple mistakes. There was that pass out to the middle that Snowy was able to capitalize. We take a look at some of the highlights, and oh my, were there some highlight shots this game by Furia.
Yep, and you know which one's coming for the, I'm sure, the play of this series. We don't even have to see the rest of it. It'll be that passing play, as Limitless made a couple of great saves as well defensively. This is a great pass, perfectly put together by Limitless. You can see the hype there. It means a lot for him.
Yeah, Snowy was hitting his targets, but this is the play.
Yeah.
Lost off the ceiling to Yan. Yan scoring it. Lost just going up and perfectly predicting where Yan was going to put that.
And that was close for to die for. I mean, he came in and out and almost made that save. But man, when they're passing like that in midair, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's not a Limitless thing. That's a Furia thing, right? Like that's just something what Furia will do against a lot of teams, especially when they have a lead like that. And they can do that. They can do that.
Furia has the swagger, especially Yan. They have just that way they carry themselves, the way they play the game, a recognizable play style. Yan does things you just don't believe.
So you go back to 3v3 here in game 3, and you're really looking towards Limitless to catch up to the pace of play from Furia. You saw that first probably 3/4 of game 1. It was just Furia running over Limitless. They started to adapt. Can they start off this game in that fashion?
To die for. He's going for the 50. Card will try to poke it by. Gets demoed right after the hit. Snowy upfield. Card wave dash. Big hit up to Yan. Yan testing the net. Snowy will tip it to the corner. Lost. Trying to dribble it. Back pass to Yan. Yan, this is where he's most deadly. Goes for a bump. There's the shot blocked. Limitless saw that play developing.
Yeah, and you're seeing why the slow challenges are coming out from Limitless. It's because Yan's looking for the bump. Nobody wants to commit. There's another bump. These players getting tossed around in the box, and some great defense there from Limitless to slow down. But here comes Yan. Bounce pass to himself. Why not? Double tap wasn't there, but Card will put it away, and Furia on the board.
And as you see, the play ends all 3 members of Limitless on 0 boost. And it's just insane. Yan is just crazy. How do you stop that guy?
I mean, a bounce pass to yourself while you're still in the air, it's tough. It's tough, especially once he gets the first touch for free. You know it's coming right back to him. But a 1-0 deficit for Limitless in the first minute isn't the worst thing in the world, but they got to get the offense going. You cannot allow Furia to build on this. You gotta lock down Yan. Someone's got to get up and slow him down, but he's poked it over another one. As Furia hard committing here. Shot on target, they got the last man to go, and Card doubles up.
It just feels like you throw Yan at the defense, he breaks it, and then you score.
Darth just not getting a read on that play, way too low. So Furia commanding here in game 3 as it was in game 1. Kickoffs have just been pretty standard here. As Yan again,
he got the 100.
So much free reign.
Oh,
and it's to Yas. Oh, what a save though from To Die For. He is able to turn that one away off the pre-jump.
Lost and Yan are pre-jumping each other. Lost is the one who's initiating those crazy plays by just going for it. And Yan finding that pass to him. And with a corner boost steal as well, Lost sees that Card's already up. To Die For. Over to Darth. Darth had that shot on target, but it was easily handled there by Yan. Now Card is at the forefront. Card has the ball taken off him by Snowy, but lost. Oh, he gets bumped off the ball by Snowy as well. Good physicality that we see from Snowy.
Got to keep it smart here from Darth. Gets one to go, needs a challenge. Great control though from Darth to keep possession. Snowy, he was going to get beat to that one. Lost quick. And here comes Card. To the sky he goes. Darth goes too high. Card, excuse me, trying to push it through. Limitless turning up the heat though on those clears, able to get it downfield over the first Furia man, but as soon as I say it, back the other way we go.
And it's more boost struggles. You could see Snowy trying to wave dash to that, couldn't get there in time. Darth also on low boost, was believing that maybe Snowy might be able to get a 50 or something on that ball, but quickly finds it going right back over his head. Furia, as we hit the halfway point of this game, they extend their lead to 3. Limitless still looking for that first goal.
Here comes Lost. Very dangerous when he's got that space. He ran out of boost, so Limitless not punished. This one, top right, rings out from the corner. Another one off the crossbar. Fourth man coming through. Nobody from Limitless is able to connect on a touch here. Comes back into the hands of Furia. Flip reset. It's 2 go. It comes out to Yan, and he's got boost to work with. Tries to push out To Die For. And that one actually was going in. Darth making the save. Darth finding himself in that 3rd man position quite a bit. Trying to lock down for Limitless. This pass out to Yan, picking a spot. Ooh. A big save from To Die For.
To Die For reading that play beautifully. Getting there, stopping that. Now an infield pass. Snowy has been that pinpoint shooter, but you see the challenge come out at the midfield. It's never that easy against Furia.
And again, the challenge game. That one just trickling out over to Furia, and that last line was so far up for Limitless. It's really an easy shot at that point for Furia. Minute 37 on the clock. Furia commanding here in game 3.
See some kickoff shenanigans there. Nobody making contact on that. Sometimes Rocket League turns into 4D chess.
And right now, certainly Yan looking like the queen in the chess game. Full control, moving up and down the field.
The most deadly piece.
That's right. And you see why. I mean, again, you see the individual skill coming out from him. Not only in the air, as that's what all the highlights are going to show, but even the challenge game, that speed from him is so crucial to Furia holding their line in the midfield. As now he's going to take it to the sky. He's up 4-0, why not? Trying to catch up to it. That touch was a little heavy. Lost somehow gets a piece of it, and Card forced to go back.
And again, we go to the Snowy POV. Low boost does pick up that corner. A slow bouncer gets dunked on by Darth. So Limitless score late again.
Yeah, tough play there for Card. It got away from him, and then he couldn't get down in time. He got a piece of it, but not enough, and great recognition there from Darth to go. You got to take the risk. And Limitless able to find the back of the net.
Furia, though, they can smell victory. It's just 42 seconds away But another potential scoring opportunity. The ball bounces out too fast, and Tadai could not get around it. There's another scoring look. Limitless have done this a couple times now where they have a slow start, but then in the later portion of the game, they really start to pick it up and they have some success.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, adapting to your opponents. It's just how fast you can do it. And you're right. I mean, Limitless throughout the games on the individually have looked better and better. Here's Snowy trying to sneak it by Lost. 10 seconds left. One for the road. Limitless are looking for. This one comes off the corner as Furia is all over the place and Limitless can't hold on to it. Oh, hold on, they do have the crossbar, excuse me.
That's tough.
And Furia, a 3-0 win, commanding over Limitless. The defending champions have a date with Falcons once again.
And Yan for Furia looked unstoppable. Him and Lost with their crazy aerial plays looked like a freestyler montage. And Yan with his perfect first touches was such a threat in the air. And I mean, really anywhere on the field. Furia, they get the win. They do it in a convincing fashion. And really Yan at the heart of it all. He was truly remarkable in this series, Corelli.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely showed why Furia were able to make the runs they did, but just why Yan is so good. I mean, just taking over really all the games. So much space for him to work with, and he made Limitless pay. And like we said, James, Furia get a rematch with Team Falcons. Or rather, I should say, Team Falcons gets a rematch with Furia in the last Gamers8, as we saw Furia take it. So that's an exciting upper bracket semifinal in Group C.
We've seen a lot of exciting games. I was, just trying to stay informed as to what was going on the B stream, and we saw Team Liquid actually fall to version 1, which was unreal. So what a day this is shaping up to be, and to talk about it all, we've got the desk.
We like talking, so we will do exactly that, James Spot. Thank you. As we watch, again, the results that I think we had expected. Furia, the defending champs for Gamers8, coming out on top. Cole, this was the time to continue to make a statement, show people what they need to be afraid of, and they did exactly that.
We like talking, especially when we're talking about Yan, looking more like his 2022 self. Sure, it was quote-unquote only Limitless, but you can only beat the team that's in front of you. And my goodness, Yan made it look easy. Look at this, him and Lost, two players who haven't completely hit it off in the way they would have hoped. Johnny, they hit it off there.
Yeah, I mean, the peak is undeniable. When this team's on, they're on. They're the most recent team to win a regional in RLCS North America. Boston didn't go so well for them. They didn't have Worlds to play, but maybe they've just been looking forward to Gamers8 this entire time and prepping for the crew battles to defend their title.
I haven't seen in chat. Yan better than Zen.
You haven't seen that, have you?
Well, Yan hasn't lost today. Zen has, so if there's ever a time to say it. I mean, the biggest Zen fan at this tournament might be Yan, actually. He is a big Zen fan.